Good afternoon. Fade to black breaking news for this Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. An amazing week on the show. Monday, Kathleen Martin. Last night, Glenn Kreisberg was with us lighting it up. Tonight, Keith Thompson joins us. We're going to be talking about his book, The UFO Paradox. A little programming update. No show tomorrow. I am in video production all weekend long. It may bleed in to Monday. I will keep you posted on that. Let's get straight to it. We've got a busy news day today. And I want to say this. Yesterday I posted some pictures again of my Harley, but of a chin spoiler that I had added. And I want to thank Doug's. It's Doug with a Z, Doug Z, Dougs.com for making this, painting it, building it, and getting it out to me. And the service was just absolutely incredible. And I posted some more pictures today. I went out to my yesterday, or was it the day before? Yesterday I was working on the bike. So it was the day before. Today's Wednesday. It was Monday. I went out to my Zen spot, my happy place, and I pulled through. There's nobody there. I pulled through to the back to this tree that I pull up on, and there was somebody there with his Harley, old school Harley, panhead, big sissy bar. He had a sleeping bag, a tent, and all his stuff strapped to the sissy bar. And he's sitting there on a rock, and he's looking down. Big dude, tats. And but he didn't look up. He stayed to himself, and I just cruised by him. And, he didn't look up. It was like really strange. The solo bike rider with his life strapped to the back of the bike. It was pretty cool. Anyway, so I drove through and went out, and I thought to myself, will I ever see him again? Think about that. Just this weird, just like two passing ships in the night. Next time, I'm going to stop and say hello. I want to find out his story. If I see him again, he's probably just driving across the country, found a nice tree, parked underneath it, and zenned out. It was a moment. Anyway, let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1911, Hiram Bingham discovers the lost city of Machu Picchu in Peru. On this day in 1911, barely 100 years ago. Think about that. Absolutely insane. Fader fact: Neptune was the first planet to be found through mathematical predictions without a telescope. And that is your Fader fact, and also very incredible. Breaking news happened yesterday. Rest in peace, John Mayall, whose band, the Blues Breakers, was a training ground for many superstars like Eric Clapton and Jack Bruce, Mick Fleetwood, John McVie, and Peter Green, and Mick Taylor, died yesterday at his home here in California. He was 90 years old. Wow. John Mayall. Rest in peace. Okay, here we go. According to new research, Komodo dragons have iron-tipped teeth that help rip apart their prey. The metal is concentrated in the cutting edge and tips of their curved, serrated teeth, staining them orange. Scientific research has all been published today in the journal Nature, Ecology, and Evolution. And you should see the serrated teeth. It's like somebody took a Sharpie and just drew an orange line around the edge. Komodo dragons are native to Indonesia, weigh about 175 pounds on average. They eat almost any kind of meat and are, of course, deadly predators. But my question is, why are we just now finding this out? Right? Now. Butterflies and moths collect so much static electricity while in flight that pollen grains from flowers can be pulled by static electricity across air gaps of several centimeters. The new report was just published in the Journal of Royal Society Interface. Now, again, I'll ask you, why are we just now finding this out? Absolutely incredible. Okay. Insurers have begun calculating the financial damage caused by last week's devastating Crowdstrike software glitch that crashed computers, canceled flights, continue to cancel flights, just talked to Delta, and disrupted hospitals all around the globe. And the picture isn't pretty. More than $5 billion in direct losses, according to analysis published today. Also, earlier today, Crowdstrike released a report that says the incident was a bad release of a file that helps Crowdstrike's security platform look for signs of malicious hacking on customer devices. Well, that didn't work, did it? Now, I've got a bunch of Delta flights coming up. I do. I'm checking this stuff daily. NASA has selected SpaceX to provide launch services for NOAA's JPSS-4 mission. The spacecraft is part of the multi-satellite cooperative Joint Polar Satellite System program, a partnership between NASA and NOAA. This mission is the next satellite in the program, which began with the Suomi National Polar Orbiting Partnership. This is a firm fixed price contract for $112.7 million, which includes launch services and other mission-related costs. The JPSS-4 mission currently is targeted for launch in 2027 on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Space Launch Complex 4 East at Vandenberg Space Force Base right here in California. Now, in more SpaceX news, SpaceX has introduced Roam. It's ROAM. Its new version of its satellite internet antenna, providing users the option to have one on the go, right, and have the service that's a perfect size to throw in your backpack. That's right. Starlink Roam is available anywhere across the United States, connecting customers in even the most remote locations with high-speed internet that can be accessed from almost anywhere in the world. But I'm not stopping there. I've got more Elon news. Tesla profits in the second quarter plunged more than 40% from a year ago. Shares of Tesla stock fell about 12% this morning. Tesla stock was down about 1% this year through Tuesday's close, after falling as much as 44% earlier this year. Tesla reported adjusted income of $1.8 billion in the quarter, or 52 cents a share. Analysts had forecast earnings of 61 cents a share, compared to the 91 cents a share it earned a year ago. And finally, I'll leave you with this. Biscuit Basin. That's right. Biscuit Basin. You got that, Ken Priest? Biscuit Basin at Yellowstone National Park is temporarily closed following a massive explosion that was caught on camera yesterday morning. I've seen the video. The localized hydrothermal explosion occurred at near Sapphire Pool around 10:20 a.m. and video on social media shows a huge black and white burst of dust, rock, and steam exploding in front of tourists who literally are stunned at what they are watching. They're standing there on these boardwalks. They're standing there, God, bloom, and it was big. They're stunned. And then they realize it's not normal because it was a very big and it was very loud. And then they turn around and start running. The explosion appears to have originated near Black Diamond Pool. Now, here's the crazy part. There are bridge-like walkways that extend out over the area for tourists to go out on, right over where the explosion occurred. And images today showing the area, those boardwalks are destroyed. Nobody was injured in the explosion, which is nothing less than pure luck. Watch the video. It's nuts. I'm telling you, Yellowstone, the series, pretty cool. Yellowstone, the tourist attraction, I think I'm going to watch that from a distance if I ever go with binoculars. That video yesterday freaked me out, seriously. All right, there's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. Tonight on Fade to Black, Keith Thompson joins us, and we're going to be talking about his book, The UFO Paradox. So until then, all I've got is go Beckley Tappy.